studio tonight on 085 10 50 181. And tonight we're joined on the show by Declan Snowden. And Declan is originally from Galway, but is based in Dublin and has so far released 2 albums. His latest album, which was released back in 2010, and is back writing new material. Declan, thanks a million for joining us on the programme tonight.
No problem. Happy to be here.
So tell us a little bit about what you're doing at the moment. You're writing some new material. Are you going to be releasing some music, or what's the plan?
Yeah, so as you said, I'm writing new material. What I've been doing recently in the last few years is I've been playing with bands mainly. So what I'm doing at the moment is I'm getting a new album together. Just myself. I'm going to be playing all the instruments like I did on the previous 2 albums, and I'll be performing live around Dublin. Yeah,
and what instruments do you play yourself?
Guitar, drums, piano, saxophone, didgeridoo, banjo, kind of whatever I can get my hands on. I'll give varying levels of success at it.
A wide array of different instruments you're playing there, very impressive. And when you're performing live then, it's just yourself and the guitar, is it?
It's just me and the guitar, yeah.
So where did the Amazing Travelling Bears name come from? Sounds really nice. I don't know why I like the sound of that.
You're probably thinking of teddy bears.
Yeah, I said teddy bears earlier, actually.
Yeah. The idea was it's supposed to be like a travelling show, like a carnival back in the old days, where like you'd have some sort of attraction and you'd have like,
bears
that could dance or, play the piano or do some sort of amusing trick.
Yeah.
That was the idea. And just the imagery.
Sounds great. Cool. So you're going to do some live songs for tonight. You want to do your first song?
Sure. This song is called 7 Lessons. I'm not sleeping, I'm not going home. I'm not living, I'm just growing old. That's what I want. That's what I need, yeah. Miles of colors are passing me by. Red and yellow are passing my eye. Indigo waves starting to shake. Yeah, the 7 lessons of turning away. The 7 places I'm trying to stay. The never-ending motorway. Saw my lover the other day in the crowd and in the parade, passing me by in blue and in white. Yeah, the 7 lessons of turning away. The 7 places I'm trying to stay. The never-ending motorway.
Thank you. That was Declan Snowden. We're joined live in studio tonight, and that was 7 Lessons. So what are the 7 lessons?
Well, that song is basically about someone who has walked away from something deliberately, but later on regrets it. and then is reminded in the environment in little ways of what he's left. So he's mourning a loss, but it was his own choice. So the 7 lessons are just
some regrets.
Some regrets.
Yeah.
Not me personally.
Okay. So how long have you been writing your own music and been involved in music?
I've been writing and playing music for about 11 or 12 years at this stage. I think I got my first guitar when I was about 15, and then I was in bands in school, you know, like punk bands. We were like 17 and playing in pubs and just thinking we were amazing.
Yeah.
We had a band called Ego, and
the egos to match with it?
Oh, unbelievable. Yeah, we thought we were great. Probably not so hot, but, you know, it was a great experience writing songs and working with people. And from then on, I was working on different projects, but always songwriting. I was involved in industrial music, and I tried my hand at dance music. And eventually I settled on acoustic music. There's something about just playing with an acoustic guitar or a piano that, you know, it's kind of what you're not playing, and the arrangements can be simple, but that's quite nice as well. But I've been writing the whole time, basically. From the first day I got the guitar, I was writing songs, little whatever I could muster.
Yeah, cool.
So you've had a couple of LPs out, is that right?
Yeah, I've had 2 albums.
And I see you can find them on various internet sites. Did you create physical copies?
I did. For the second one, I had some CDs printed up, basically just for friends and family. I never really did anything with them. I created physical copies, but I also put them online for free. So they're on iTunes. You can buy them on iTunes, but they're on Bandcamp for free. So that's definitely the best way to get them.
And do you follow the reaction, or do you promote yourself in a big way through the internet?
I promote myself to a certain extent. I used to play quite a lot, more than I do now. I'm getting back into it now. But, you know, Facebook, Bandcamp, I have all those sites.
Yes.
But I haven't really done any sort of major social network strategy.
Right.
I think I will now with these new recordings that I'm making. You know, it's kind of like if a tree falls in the woods.
Does somebody hear it? Does it make a sound? I got that wrong, didn't I? Yeah. If a tree falls in the wood and there's nobody there, does it make a sound? I'm sure it does.
It's deep. It's a deep thought of the night.
It's gone very quiet. Deirdre's there looking at the sky. Go, what the hell is he talking about now? There was something, promotion and these imaginary friends on MySpace. Or are they imaginary? Yeah, needless to say, you've probably gathered we didn't get into the Facebook thing. I'm led to believe it's the way forward.
The Facebook?
For everything, yeah.
Yeah.
For not just band, just everything.
Yeah, I think
you haven't
so.
got any friends. You go online and you have.
I think you have to
several hundred friends.
Tweet your YouTubes, and Facebook your Googles.
That's it. It's the way forward
until you're blue in the face.
That's how to self-promote yourself there in 2 easy steps. It's a learning curve on this program. It's not just
from
music.
the experts. Hardly.
It's dangerous. So you recorded it yourself, you produced it yourself, and you're promoting it yourself. Would you have followed? I know I get in trouble because I always ask this, and it's something I'm mad curious about. Do you follow where people interact with you from? Obviously, you're at a gig, people are there.
Yeah.
But would you take any heed of where people are clicking in the world?
You know, on these, when someone downloads your music, you have a lot more access to information than you would have if someone buys your CD in a shop.
Yeah.
Especially if the album, like on iTunes, is divided into songs. So they can just download 1 or 2 songs. They can hear a wee preview, and then they can download 1 song, 2 songs. So you can get like stats from that, and you can say, oh, okay, so this is obviously the best song on the album? That kind of stuff I'm very interested in. I think people will generally go for the 3-minute pop song if it's on previews rather than the 8-minute ballad. But yeah, I think it's interesting. You can see there's definitely people definitely have a preference for that kind of music when they're downloading it. But as far as
any patterns in the world, any mad spots downloading your music? Anyone in Kathmandu? I was trying to think of somewhere mad. I don't know. That seems disingenuous to people from Kathmandu. But did you notice anything like that? We have a fan. Well, I say we have a fan. I'm sure we have a few fans. I hope so. We had a listener in Japan. I was so delighted with that.
What time of the day is it over there?
I haven't. Is it the morning?
It must be the morning.
Could be.
It must be morning time, yeah.
Yeah. And someone told us that...
Good morning.
Konnichiwa.
Konnichiwa.
And yeah, he tuned in for a few... I say he, could be she.
Mm-hmm.
They tuned in. It could be a whole group of people sat in the room tuned in. I'm just assuming it's the one guy on the computer. There could be a family sat round listening to us. I'm losing the run of myself.
You're digressing.
Let's move on. Let's hear some music. Are you fit to play us another track?
Sure.
What's this one going to be?
Okay, this song is called Crimson Glow. On this one, I collaborated with a friend of mine on the lyrics. So I should say that. Okay.
Sun dried my fears. I need your warmth as darkness nears. But the days are too short lately, and the nights are long, my dear. Flowers, they bloom and grow, and from the sky fall flakes of snow. Oh, the frost, it cuts me daily, and the wind, how cold it blows. But if you go, I'll be right here, and if you stay, I'll be standing near. I know it shows, but I can't hide it, dear, always. In the sky, a crimson glow, and as it dims, it seems to know that our days are too short lately, and our nights, how dark they've grown. And if you go, I'll be right here, and if you stay, I'll be standing near. I know it shows, but I can't hide it, dear, always, always. Sunny in the month of December, sunny in the month of May. Oh, I could never love another. I could never be the same. Why, oh why?
Thank you very much. That was a really lovely song. So you're looking to get involved as well in writing for other artists.
Yeah, that's what I'm really interested in doing, is writing for artists, just because I guess when you're producing your own music, you know, you can change everything about it. You can change the guitars, the arrangement. You can make it sound like a bluegrass song. You can't change your voice. You're born with a voice. I'd love to write with other artists, just so that, you know, you've such a wide palette then. And it'd be amazing to hear other artists spin on it. What I'm hoping to do is get involved with some local musicians and work with them on writing songs and co-write and collaborate and see if you know, we can create something kind of cool. And that's what I'd love to do. I'd love to be you know, the guy who writes the songs and produces them and lets someone else go off and
be the star.
Right. That works for me. That works fine for me.
Okay. And are there any particular forums to do that, or as you say, you're just going to kind of contact local artists that you know, or how do you go about doing something like that?
Yeah, I think what I'm going to do is basically get some demos together, and I'm seeing a lot of musicians who are really great, and I'm going to just contact them and see if they're interested in collaborating, and see if, you know, my style of music and their style of music, if we can create something, you know, interesting. You know, a lot of people wouldn't really be comfortable collaborating with someone else, and I can understand that. But for some people whose maybe primary ability is singing more so than songwriting, and they're looking to work with songwriters, that's something I'd be, you know, very interested in. Some people are able to sustain themselves just as a singer and not writing the songs. I couldn't do that. It's an amazing ability, but, you know, those people need songs. So I'd like to just give them my songs.
Yeah, and I mean, there are some wonderful singers and vocalists out there that, you know, don't write their own music and have people writing songs for them and are hugely successful. So, I mean, that's kind of, I think, the way music was back in, I suppose, around the 40s and 50s. It was mainly songwriters writing songs for other artists, and then around the 1960s it all kind of changed with folk and all that, didn't it? Yeah. So I think we actually had another artist in here a few weeks ago that was kind of talking along the same lines as you, and we don't hear people wanting to go down that road too often, so it's interesting to hear now that kind of revival is picking up again. So you can write the songs, you can produce, you have your own ability to record the songs and all that kind of stuff set up.
Yeah, I can't dance, but I can do other stuff. Yeah, I can write. I have all of the facility to, you know, my facilities are good for like creating high quality demos. If someone's interested in making like a really world class album, I wouldn't do it in
you need the studios.
You need the studio.
Yeah,
you know. And that's where I would do it if I was looking to. But a few years ago, I got really interested in this like idea of lo-fi. Now I don't know if it's just justifying being really cheap, but it sounds good to me. So I've got these bands like Neutral Milk Hotel that create these amazing music, and it sounds like it was recorded on a mobile phone. You know, just one microphone in the middle of the room, and everything's distorted. But the songs are so good that you don't need the $1 million Pearl Jam engineers. You know, it's crazy. You know, that's the whole idea with like lo-fi. So it's like, it's good enough for them.
Absolutely. Have we time to squeeze in another track? Have you?
Yeah, you're going to do one more song for us, aren't you?
Yeah.
Fantastic.
Okay, this is a song I've written, because it's December now, I've written a Christmas song.
You wrote your own Christmas song?
I wrote my own Christmas song.
I'm really excited about this now.
Yeah. But it's called I Don't Need a Christmas Tree. So that's...
You mean it's a bah humbug Christmas song?
No, it's... You get it. Okay.
drums of winter. I hear the bells of glee. A snowy light from heaven that covers all the trees. The children sing in choir, the only sound I hear. I feel the warmth from the fire. I feel the earth echoed by the sea, calling all the same mistakes as me. And I don't need a Christmas tree, no, I don't need the lights. All I need is to be with you tonight. And I don't want the dinner, baby, I couldn't eat a bite. All I need is to be with you tonight. We throw the lights together. You put the angel on the tree. Here comes the sound of the church bells. I hear them singing to me. We break our bread together. We drink the wine at night. Piano plays in the distance. I hear the song and it echoes deep in me. Listen to your waves of melody. And I don't need a Christmas tree, no, I don't need the lights. All I need is to be with you tonight. And I don't want the dinner, baby, I couldn't eat a bite. All I need is to be with you tonight. Snow on the mountains, the snow on the trees, snow on the rooftop, baby, snow on my knees. I would love to hold you by myself. Your love is such I cannot help but see in me somebody else, making all the same mistakes with me. Yeah, and I don't need the Christmas tree, no, I don't need the lights. All I need is to be with you tonight. And I don't want the dinner, baby, I couldn't eat a bite. All I need is to be with you tonight.
I love it. Thank you so much.
Merry Christmas,
Brilliant.
everybody.
Nobody writes Christmas songs anymore. That's brilliant.